I'm Malcolm Page, Chief of Olympic Sailing, and we're here at the Miami World Cup event to bring home some medals.
I'm Greg Fisher. I'm the COO of the Olympic program. I work with Malcolm here. Proud to be a part of this strong program, and we got a lot to look forward to this next week.
I remember meeting Greg Fisher at Charleston Race Week 2017, and remember one of our coaches, Mike Ingham, said, "You've got to meet this guy," and I still remember that first meeting. And what an amazing, connected guy Greg is. And I think that's what the beautiful thing has done for me. I know the Olympic world very well. I was very well connected with Athletes Commission at world sailing level and understood that Olympic scene very well. But I'm lacking American knowledge, local knowledge. And Greg is obviously a hero, a legend within the sport of sailing within USA. So he's really been able to create that connection for me. And that's, I think, one of the most powerful thing about our partnerships that will make this successful into the future.
My role is to support the vision, this very strong vision that Malcolm has moving forward, and obviously, like you said, he's focused on 2020 and enthused about the potential. But we also have to be thinking about 2024, 2028, and we're making plans on how we would approach that. And obviously the plans are a work in progress, but we're trying to make sure that we have a direction so that everybody knows what we're trying to accomplish as a team.
And I think the international Olympic sailing marketplace it's becoming more and more diluted. When the professionalisation has come into our sport in those 90s, obviously some countries accelerated and got onto the front foot quicker than others, and USA has obviously been one of the laggers in that sense. But even, let's say, the smaller European countries are really starting to get into the game and really bring a professional approach. Maybe not in all 10 events, but certainly focusing on where they can get some medals. So in some ways I see countries that have the chance to win medals, it's increasing. You look at the 2016 Rio Games, and Croatia had really strong chance for 3 medals throughout those games and ended up with 2. So even a small, let's say, non-traditional sailing country has really brought themselves into the foreground of our sport.
Where the U.S. is now with youth sailing, elite youth sailing, and ODP2, and what Leandro Spina's put together with the program and all the great results, is going to have a huge impact on what Malcolm's talking about. There's the future in place in these quads to come, and it's exciting. That's going to make such a big difference.
The most amazing thing for me is that every piece of the pie that we need to be successful is in this country. We have amazing, talented sailors, and obviously a big quantity of them as well, equal to any country in the world. The resources are all in place in this country. So I think the important thing, and the most important, I guess, core that Greg and I are working on is to ensure that we get a system that will build. Every day it gets a little bit better. Every quad, it gets a little bit better. So if we can set up a career pathway or career choice that these young, talented athletes can choose to go down that Olympic pathway, I have no doubt that USA will be the #1 Olympic sailing country at the home games in LA 2028. And that's how long it's going to take to build a good, sustainable model. But we need all of USA, from the cheer squad perspective, through to the donors, through the yacht clubs, through the sailors. We need to bring everyone together under one cohesive system, everyone doing their part, and really sort of one big cheer squad. And I have no doubt that USA can be dominant in that 9.5 years from today. And to build an athlete takes time. There's a very few gifted that can just drop into an Olympic class, especially in the new professional environment that's occurred over the last 25 years, and instantly be at the front of the fleet. Those days, unless you are a very gifted and special person, are not there, and you need to build that character, to build the strength and the know-how to deliver that key performance at an Olympic level. And so the sort of the plan that Greg and I see is across these next 3 Olympic Games to get to that dominant position. We've got to get back on the podium in Tokyo to really show this shift and change that we're bringing in. By 2024, we should be top 3 countries, and then by 2028, number 1.